Hello friends. I told you guys the next video you would see would probably be a weekend what sold, but it's not actually quite the weekend what sold yet. Right now is Friday for me. You're probably seeing this on Tuesday, so happy Tuesday to you. I had some decent sales, so I just wanted to share them with y'all. I was writing out my schedule for next week, and we have a bunch of school things with the kids next week, so just in case I don't get a weekend what sold recorded, I figured at least I'll have this one for you guys. So thank you all for being here. I got a couple things set up here, so I think I'm going to just start pulling, and if anything comes to my mind that I'm forgetting to say, I'll just say it as we go. All right, first thing, there's only one item in that room, so I just pulled it out. It was these Torrid Nightmare Before Christmas leggings. They are new with tag. These I believe I got from Whatnot, so probably around $5 or so cost of goods. They did take a while to sell, honestly, probably over 6 months, but they finally sold for $24, $26 plus ship, so not too bad. All right, and then this is a Pottery Barn, just like a little throw pillow with the down insert. I did get this from the bins. I think it only weighs 1.5 pounds, so 49 cents a pound. I paid about $1.50 for this. It sold on eBay for $32, $36 plus ship pretty quickly, I would say in just a week or two after listing, and I noticed this had a lot of watchers, so I love finding Pottery Barn stuff at the bins. I've actually sold another Pottery Barn thing today as well that I will show you when we get there. All right, EX. This is this brand. I'm not quite sure how you say it, but yeah. So this is from the bins. I only bought it because it was new with tag. I would not have if it was pre-owned probably. It sold on eBay for $14.54 plus shipping, so not too bad. I'd say that sold in less than 30 days. This was kind of a cool sale, not for a lot, but okay. So these are from the bins. It's just vintage little kids, shark all over print shorts. And yeah, these have been in my bins here for ever because I wasn't super excited to list them, but I told you guys I'm going through those bins and getting the stuff listed that's been sitting a while, and these sold in less than a day of being listed for $12.11 plus shipping, which means I probably could have got more. I noticed these had several watchers right away once I listed them, so a lot of vintage kids clothes can do pretty well. I did check comps before I posted them, and I just didn't see much of anything. So I just kind of posted, I think at $15. We had a sale running. I sent an additional offer. I moved it quick for 12 bucks. These weigh an ounce. So some okay profit, but yeah, it's just, you never know. I've sold vintage kids stuff for well over $100. So always worth looking up for sure. All right, EI. Got a pair of just basic black business casual pants. They're just Nordstrom Rack brand. I did get these from the bins. They sold for $16.16 plus shipping. EY. This is just a Carhartt basic button-up shirt. I think I might have got this from Whatnot, so probably around $5 into it. It sold for $16.16 plus shipping. BW. Bionic used to be one of my very favorite shoe brands to resell, and it definitely does not sell super well anymore. I mean, I definitely will still pick it up at the bins, but usually at the normal thrift, it has to be a very good style, brand new looking, something like that. These are from the bins. They sold for $16.15 plus ship, so I am making some profit since they don't weigh a whole lot, but they took forever to sell. These are a smaller size, though. I think these were a 6.5. The bigger sizes of women's 8, 9-ish would still do pretty well, I would say. But yeah, it's always a bummer when one of my favorite things just becomes not really as resellable as before. Okay, ES. This is the brand 10 Tree. I like selling this brand a lot. I picked this up at a regular Goodwill and it sold in probably less than a week of being listed. I paid $7.99. It sold for $29.12 plus ship, so very happy with that. Okay. Love getting stuff off my top shelf. So these are also from the bins. They're just curtain panels. The brand is Granger. They're like a linen blend. So these are from the bins. So I probably, you know, linens, 49 cents a pound. I think these are like 4-ish pounds. So like $2 into them. And they sold on Posh for $35. All right, we're going to head over here. I remembered something I did want to tell you guys. I've been meaning to start a Facebook page just to cross-post all of my, at least my short form content too. So Chris helped me. We finally got that done, and I wanted to just let you guys know. A lot of times I'll say, find us on Instagram, and people will comment they don't have Instagram. So maybe you have Facebook. I'm going to post the same stuff to both. So that way, if you have Facebook but not Instagram, you can still like see my short form content if you want to. So, I would put a link in the description, but the link doesn't seem to be working that well. Like when I tried to share it to Chris, it's not taking him to the right thing. So I'm just going to show you guys it. But basically, if you just go into Facebook and search up Ginger Marvin, this is what the page looks like. So it's just my business page, not my like personal Facebook or anything. And then, yeah, you will just see, you know, I sometimes post the reels to YouTube here as well, but I'm going to try to keep everything organized there and post regularly. So if you want to catch up with me there, please do. All right, let's get to pulling these sales. BU. This is the brand Democracy. I bought this from the bins, but I bought it because I wanted to try it on. I think I wore it once or twice, and then I listed it. Someone offered me $8, and because it's from the bins and I wouldn't have bought it unless I wanted it for myself, I did accept $8 just to kind of move that along. BL. I'm moving some of the stuff that I finally am getting out of my my draft bank bins over there. So yeah, this is the second one I've showed you just in this video. It's a Patagonia kid shirt. This was my son's shirt, but it's been sitting in there for months. Finally listed it. It sold in like a day. Somebody offered me $15 on Posh. I was happy to accept. I probably paid around that, but both my kids have worn it and it has a couple stains on it. So I thought that was still great. Box Y. These are some Sam Edelman sandals. I thought these were really cute. They are from the bins, and somebody offered me $41 on Posh. I was happy to accept. Another item that's been in the bins forever. Yeah, I showed you because when we did the shoe processing the other day and I brought down all those shoes, but my bin was already full. I was like, I really need to get those shoes that are in my bin listed, and I did, and they've been selling off, so I'm glad I did. All right, BF. This is the brand Helly Hansen. This is a men's just shirt. It is new at tag. I paid $12 for this at a normal like thrift store just because I thought I could at least double my money, and I did just a little bit better than that. It sold in less than 30 days for $32.36 plus ship on eBay. AG. These took forever to sell. I remember showing these in the storage unit like as a haul. So we've been out of the storage unit for sure a year, but that was probably well over a year that I showed these. It's just Lucky Brand. I feel like when I got these, snakeskin was kind of still a thing, and now I'm not so sure that it is very much. Yeah, I wish I never bought these, but that's okay. I paid $6.99. They finally sold for $10.49 plus ship. I'm probably just about breaking even, but we are moving them along, getting my $7 back. happy. Another pair of shoes that I just pulled out of my shoe bin the other day. Mephisto is the brand. I still really like this brand. It really just depends. I feel like the sandals do pretty well. Some of the like I don't know if it's loafer, but like Oxford type shoes, those don't do quite as well for me. So I try to look up a comp just based on the exact one, except these came from the bin, so I wasn't gonna look up a comp anyways. But yeah, these sold in just a day or two for $48.56 plus shipping. I think that's really great. Okay, AN. This is the brand Flylow. I have a few pieces listed. I think I've only sold it once or twice. It retails for quite a bit. This is from the bins. It sold for $24.26 plus ship, which is great. Some of the pieces I've had have taken a while to sell, so I'm not really sure. Like, I'm gonna keep picking it up whenever I find it at the bins. I think that the people that know about this brand like to look out for it, but it doesn't seem very super well known to where like it's selling right away. You know what I mean? Let me know if that's your experience with that brand as well. All right, BQ. This is the brand Crown and Ivy. I only bought these because they were new at Tag at the bins. I thought they were super cute with the embroidered flamingos. I figured they would sell well over the summer, which seems to be the case. $16.16 plus shipping's what I got on those ones. CH. You guys might remember this from just a haul the last week or two. The Talbot's 100% linen blazer that I picked up at a normal Goodwill. I paid $10. I said I think it should sell around $40, and it did. $40.46 plus shipping. So very, very happy with that. All right, box C. This is the other Pottery Barn item I was talking about. It's a set of like table placemats. I think there's 5 of them. So, yeah, these sold on eBay for $40.46 plus shipping. I got them from the bins. I think they're about 2.5 pounds. So yeah, what's that? Just a few dollars. Okay, BK. This is from the bins as well. The brand is Lively. It's like a strapless bra. New at Tag, sold for $16.16 plus shipping. Okay, and then last sale, BH. This was a good one. It's some on-running sneakers. These are the Cloud Surfer model. I got these at Uptown Cheapskate. I have my cost of goods as like $15. I remember they had these priced quite a bit, probably in the $40 to $50 range, but I know that I brought bins items that day, so my trade-in based on what I actually paid out of pocket for those items plus the additional cash, and then I got like, I think I also had 20% off that day, so yeah. I remember I bought 2 pairs of on-running sneakers, and yeah, I came out to about $15 a piece, so very happy though. They sold for $72.86 plus shipping, so very, very, very happy. Thank you all for being here. I know it was a little bit of a shorter video today. It is the day before Chris and I's anniversary though, and we're gonna go out to dinner tomorrow at it's like a nicer place than just like a Chili's or something, so you're supposed to kind of dress up, and I don't really own any dress up things, so I'm going to head out and try to find a dress or a nice blouse or something that I can wear there. So yeah, I want to get upstairs, get these all packed up as quick as I can, and then get going on some shopping. So I might record a weekend what's sold. It really just depends on how Monday's looking for me. But yeah, if I don't see you guys then, I'll definitely see you sometime next week. And until then, bye friends.